Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing oil change on the Harley Davidson. Let's go. Oh no, that's fine. He said he was emailing it, so all right. So yeah, some people might be wondering why I take my bike in to get an oil change, seeing as it's one of the easier maintenance things to do that, I mean, I've seen a lot of people do it, and it is quite simple to do. However, when I purchased my bike last year, they did offer free oil changes, lifetime oil changes. I mean, it's a cost, right? It's $500 at the purchase of your bike to get free oil changes. So I guess it's not free, but oil changes for life of your bike. So I hemmed and hawed at it at first, but basically what they did is they took my purchase price, dropped it $500, and then added the $500 in. So basically they threw it in. I know it's baked in there somewhere, but yeah, so for $500 I have lifetime oil changes at Pfaff Harley, which I think is actually a good deal. Looking on the Canadian website, Canadian Harley website, oil change kit, which is basically 5 quarts of oil and an oil filter. The cheapest one on there, I think, is $84 for that, and then it goes all the way up to like 118 or 120 or something like that for if you get the synthetic oil. I'm not even 100% sure what they put into mine. I'll have to look at the invoice to see, but I'm sure they put in what the regular stuff. But anyways, regardless, so with that, to me, it would take around five oil changes to justify it spending the $500. Maybe 6. I'll give it 6 because, you know, I have to drive there. Like I said earlier, they've actually changed location, so it is actually a lot closer for me. It's only about 25-minute drive, where it used to be about 45 minutes, and that's on a good day of traffic. Now it's about 25 minutes, and it really doesn't even matter how bad the traffic is, because I can get around the traffic pretty easy the way I come. I'm coming from the north, so it's fairly simple to get there, and it's a beautiful location too. I didn't do it today because the doors were closed when I drove up there, but you can actually just drive your bike right into the service department. I know they have them on for cars and stuff like that, but they never ever had that at the old dealership. The new one has that, so maybe I'll get to do that next time. So yeah, so I figured about 6 times, and then it would pay for itself. Now, that time right there was 5. So in the cost of, you know, paying for the oil and everything with taxes and everything, I would have been paying probably about $500, and then, you know, you add in your gas and, you know, the time to drive there and stuff like that. These guys are pretty good. It took me about an hour and a half, and the only reason it took me an hour and a half was because there was someone who was having an issue with a tire in there, and the bike was sitting there done, but they were dealing with this person with trying to source them a tire and everything. So, and then once the guy's like, "Oh yeah, it's done, but wait, you know, do you have a minute? Let me just get someone to wash it for you." So you know, it would have been done probably in maybe a half hour or so, but it did take a little longer just because of the issue that they were having with a customer. So yeah, the time of it takes a little longer. I mean, if I did it myself, I'm sure it would take maybe a half hour-ish, in all honesty. But yeah, it just makes it a lot easier. And like I said, it's probably already paid for it now, but I'll give it 6 times, and then it's just for the extra time it takes me. Because I actually, with this lifetime oil changes, and that's another reason why I think it's just standard oil in there, I'm supposed to go every 4,000 kilometers, which I think is surprising. So the first 4,000 is literally just an oil change, and then the second one is an oil change plus they do a once over, change all the other fluids and stuff like that. So it ends up costing a little bit more, and I'm sure that's why they do it for you, right? It's why they get you in there with the $500. You know, you're having a good deal, or you think you're having a good deal, and then the 8,000 kilometer service costs you a little bit more. I think it's only ever been, I don't know, I want to say $150 for the extra stuff, and that's like literally just extras, like you know, changing the other fluids that it has, which I don't even know the other fluids. Oh, brake fluid. I think it's brake fluid that they check and stuff like that. They do a whole once over, like a 48-point inspection and greasing and all that crap. But anyways, in the transfer case, or the chain case, or whatever it's called, one of those things, they change that fluid too. I think it's about $150. I have gone in and you know, they have to do other work on it too. So again, that's why they probably give you the deal what they're giving you. But I still think it's worth it. I don't mind spending, you know, a few extra bucks when I go there to make sure something is right on the bike, right? I rather make sure I know the bike is in good running order. It's one thing about these chrome things, it's really hard to see the neutral light when the sun's hitting it just right. No, I'm not in neutral. Good thing I was about to let out the clutch, and that would have been embarrassing. Sitting in traffic and stall it out. Not that I haven't done that before, but but yeah, so that's the reason I take my bike to the dealership to get an oil change. Like I said, it's after the next one, it's going to be free oil changes for me going forward, plus any other maintenance they deem necessary for my bike. But yeah, I wanted to know about you guys. Do you guys take it to the dealership, or is that something you tackle yourself? Again, it's not a hard thing to do. It is quite simple if you can turn a wrench, and it's not something that's too hard to do. The other thing is also disposing of the oil is a pain in the ass. You know, you got to bring it somewhere to dump it. With this, you don't have to do that. Not that it's that big of a pain in the ass. We have a place we can bring it. But yeah, anyways, is that something you guys tackle on your own, or you bring it to the dealership too? Oh, ambulance. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.